Hello, students. I hope you're all fine and at the best of your health and living safely with your family. Well, as we all know that this is a time of crisis, and a time of crisis doesn't necessarily mean worry or anxiety. Rather, it opens the door of opportunities for us to groom ourselves better and bounce back at life even stronger. With this, I welcome you all in this new session 2020-21. So, today we are going to start the very first chapter of your book, First Flight, and the name of the chapter is A Letter to God, written by G.L. Fluentus.
Let's talk about the author, G.L. Fluentus. G.L. Fluentus, the full name is Gregorio Lopez y Fluentus, is a Mexican by nationality. He was born on 17 November 1895 in Veracruz, Mexico. He died in the year 1966, 10th December in Mexico City. He was a Mexican novelist, poet, and journalist. He was one of the leading chroniclers of the Mexican Revolution. Well, now the brief introduction of the story. The story, A Letter to God by G.L. Fluentus, revolves around the idea of having unquestionable belief in something, perhaps God. The story is set in a Latin American country, Lencho. The farmer who is the protagonist, that means the main character of the story, writes a letter to God seeking help from the Almighty after discovering his entire crop yield destroyed by a devastating hailstorm. After his wishes get fulfilled partially, if not completely, he is ungrateful in the end and questions the honesty and modesty of the postmaster and his employees who actually helped him with the money in the name of God. So as you can see that the text has been uploaded in this video for your convenience. In this video we are going to discuss the text from page number 3 to page number 5. So, A Letter to God by G.L. Fluentus. Lencho, a farmer, lived in a house which was the only house on the top of a hill. The hill was of a low height. A river and a ready-to-harvest cornfield were visible from there. The field belonged to the farmer, and he had a lot of confidence that the harvest would reap great profits. The only thing that he anticipated was rain. In this hope, he spent an entire morning gazing at the sky in the northeast direction from where a sprinkle was expected to shower on his field. While looking at the sky, Lencho confidently told his wife that they were going to have a rain shower, to which she replied by saying, "Only if everything happened as they hoped for and expected." Their elder children were working in the field and the younger ones were playing near the house when Lencho's wife called everyone for dinner. Perhaps at that time drops of rain began to fall and thereby proved the farmer's prediction to be true. The wind was cool and pleasant, and clouds could be seen approaching from northeast. Lencho went out of the house to take pleasure in feeling the rain on his body. He referred to the sprinkle as coins, large droplets being equivalent to 10 cents and the smaller ones as 5 cents. It was because these raindrops would ensure a good crop which would eventually acquire them a lot of money. When everything went as expected, Lencho regarded the field and the flowers covered with droplets which seemed as if they were wrapped in a curtain. Suddenly, strong wind began to blow, leading to a hailstorm. Sarcastically, these bits of frozen rain did resemble as new silver coins. The innocent boys became playful and went out in the rain to collect these hailstones, which seemed like frozen pearls. Lencho started worrying and hoped the storm to get over quickly, but to his utmost disappointment, it didn't. The entire valley, including the house, garden, hillside, and the cornfield, were covered with hailstones. Everything looked so white that it seemed as if they were covered in salt. Lencho became frazzled and disappointed, as everything went against his anticipation. The trees had shed their leaves, corns were smashed, and the flowers had also fallen from their plants. While standing in the middle of the shattered fields, he expressed his disappointment and grief to his sons by commenting that the storm proved to be worse than the locusts. All their hard work had gone in vain. He felt helpless, as no corn had been spared, and feared that they might go hungry this year. Now you can see the new words that we have found out in the text. First is crest, that is top of a hill. Dotted means full of. Downpour means heavy rain. Intimately, that means closely. Exclaimed means cry out suddenly in surprise or strong emotion or pain. Regarded means to consider or think. Draped means to adorn, to wrap, or to decorate. Hailstones means a pellet of hail. That means small, big, or big stones. Resemble means have a similar appearance or seem like. Exposing means make something visible by unfolding or uncovering it, or to reveal it. Plague means a destructively numerous inflow or multiplication of a harmful animal, like what you have read in this. Locusts, insects which fly in big swarms, groups, and destroy crops. Now then you have the oral comprehension check, the questions that follows the text. What did Lencho hope for? Why did Lencho say the raindrops were like new coins? How did the rain change? And what happened to Lencho's fields? What were Lencho's feelings when the hail stopped? All these questions needs to be done in your notebook. Well, that's all in this video. In the next video, we will be continuing with the chapter. Thank you.